love the intimacy of the harp. I'm basically hugging it when I'm playing it. It's on my shoulder, my feet are on the pedals. There's no intermediary between the instrument and yourself. It's just my fingertips on the string. I'm Cheryl Losey Feder, and I'm the principal harpist of the Minnesota Orchestra. I like to think of the harp in the orchestra as the color palette of the orchestra. We can contribute so many ways to just changing and shaping and adding color. There are so many different sounds and effects we can make, like percussive, short sounds. Other times I'm accompanying a melody, playing a supporting role. Very often we are called on to do like a sweeping glissando, which sometimes sets an incredible mood in the orchestra. Some of our great repertoire is really from Debussy and Ravel, and Tchaikovsky has some incredible cadenzas for the harp. The most famous one, of course, is Waltz of the Flowers from the Nutcracker, but he also wrote beautiful cadenzas in Sleeping Beauty and Swan Lake for the harp, and really just always gives us such lush, gorgeous material. The first composer to really use the harp regularly in orchestra was actually Berlioz. Berlioz said that the harp speaks to the heart unlike any other instrument, and that he likes to use that magic in his music. It really shows how he does use the harp in Symphonie Fantastique to just create such a magical, sparkling atmosphere. This is my personal harp that I keep at home, and this is as large as harps come. It has 47 strings, ranging from this low C to a high G up here. And then what many people often don't realize is that there are also 7 foot pedals, and the pedals move the discs. You can kind of see them, the discs moving as I move the pedals. There's 1 pedal for each note of the scale. So my pedal farthest to the left, it controls all the notes D. And these are these notes. And right now my pedal is in its top position, so it's D flat. I move the pedal, same string is now D natural. Move the pedal again, and they're D sharps. So at the start of a piece, I will set my pedals for whatever key we're in, and then move them as I go. So the instrument really uses your whole body, except actually my pinkies. So we don't use our pinkies. They just don't fit and reach the strings. So traditionally, we just don't use them. My mom actually decided I would play the harp, so I give my mom credit for that. I grew up in Harpswell, Maine, which is kind of hilarious, and I guess maybe why I ended up loving the harp, I don't know. It was a beautiful place to spend my childhood, right on the Casco Bay. My life was changed by my mentors in really every way, both Jara, Goodrich when I was growing up, and then I studied at the Cleveland Institute of Music with incredible harpist Yolanda Kondonassis. They believed in me and showed me that I could be better and bigger than I thought possible.
I knew from Cheryl's audition for the Cleveland Institute of Music that she is a very, very special player, even back then, when she was probably not even quite 18 years old. She had an innate musicianship. Her technique was far beyond most folks her age. And there was a warmth to her playing and her sound that was even more unique. I'm just so proud of her.
The first international competition I did was the USA International Competition, which ended up being featured in the PBS documentary Harp Dreams. Mostly I just want to make sure my fingers are moving well. They came to Cleveland, followed me around, filmed my lessons, and honestly, it was very intense. A few days before graduation, I was lucky enough to win a job with the Sarasota Orchestra in Sarasota, Florida. So that was my first full-time orchestral position. And it was also where I met my husband, Abe. He was principal cello there. We started work on the same day. And from Sarasota, we had kind of a circuitous journey to Minneapolis, kind of taking turns following each other for different positions. We have two little boys, Sammy and Andrew, who are 6 and 3. Sammy plays the cello, and Andrew plays the violin. All right, I'll give you your violin. I think music is one of the best things we can do as a people. And so, of course, we should do it with our children. You can just see how it stretches their mind and their body in such an amazing way. Their creativity, their confidence, all of those things just grow exponentially every week with music. And then, of course, to have that opportunity to create something beautiful every time you sit down to work is just such a gift. And I'm so happy to give that to my children and also believe that should be an opportunity for every child. I was very lucky as a teenager to join an orchestra that travels the globe. And just seeing how in all these places our reaction to music is exactly the same. Music connects us all and brings us together in this shared expression of beauty.
What's your D at the end?
Gabe and I love to play together, but unfortunately there's so little music written for the combination, which is kind of baffling because the cello and harp work so beautifully together. So Abe and I have transcribed some of the Bach gamba suites that work beautifully on harp and cello. We've also transcribed this Strauss Romance. It's one of our favorite pieces to play together. Prior to our move to Minneapolis, Abe and I were in Detroit, Michigan, where Abe was the assistant principal cello of the Detroit Symphony. And after I was offered the position in Minnesota, we were just so thrilled and honored that Abe was asked to join the orchestra on a 1-year contract. To both be making music together in Minnesota just feels beyond lucky. I was able to go to Chicago to choose a harp at Lyon & Healy Harps, which is one of the most incredible instrument makers in the world. Unfortunately, harps do depreciate over time. The mechanisms, the wood, all these things kind of wear out. But it was a joy to find a harp for us here. We are thrilled to have this incredible Salcedo model here at Orchestra Hall. It has this beautiful, rich sound that also has like a sparkle to it that I think is going to carry so lovely in the hall and project so well. I also love the look of it, that it has a very strong and modern presence that really suits our hall and our orchestra. Being a part of the Minnesota Orchestra is a dream come true. I've been dreaming almost as long as I can remember of being a part of a world-class orchestra. Having colleagues who have such energy and integrity every time they go on stage is so inspiring. I must say it's even better than I dreamed.